All right, it's hill repeat day. This morning was really cold. It was about -5 degrees Fahrenheit this morning. I had to train an athlete, so I'm gonna get out in some sun. I'm gonna go find a hill along the neighborhood and do a quick loop around the neighborhood trail. One, to get a warm up in, and then secondly, I just want to see how the trails are setting up and kind of take you on a little tour of our neighborhood trails right out the door. So, but I'm still trying to decide on shoes, and I think, because here's the deal, I've got, like I said, I've got a 30-minute loop. It'll be on snow trails, which will be nice hard packed because it's cold. So I need a grippy shoe, but then I'm going to end up on the bike path, which could be a blend of ice, snow, and hard pavement. So I think here's a selection. The shoe, I can't wait to try these out this summer. These Dynafit, super light. Anyways, I think I'm gonna stick with my S Labs. You can see they're getting really worn, but these are 2 years old, and you know, one of the big comments about the S Lab shoes that they're so expensive, but I've had these for 2 years, and I've kind of morphed this year. I've been using them since it has been so warm. I've been using them kind of where I go out on mixed terrain, where I know I'm going to hit some snow, some pavement, and a little bit of mixture, so that I get some grip, but once I get on hit dry pavement, I'm not. It's not so luggy that it's kind of a poor ride. So I think that's what I'm gonna choose today and go with it. I've got my foot pod, got hill repeats today. They're gonna be about a minute in length, and we're gonna talk about why I'm doing it and why we all should be doing it. But I've got my foot pod to get my watts, so I'm gonna, since they're hill repeats, I'm gonna use wattage as my target rather than heart rate, and obviously speed. It kind of goes out the window on the hill. So wattage becomes a real crucial component to training when you're on a hill, and you get a black and white reading as far as your total output, your wattages work, right? So I have zones, and I can be able to really target my wattage zone that I need to for a minute type of effort. So we'll get into that once I get out there. But this will probably be my last run for a couple days. I'm excited. I'm being a tour guide for a big video shoot for a tourism company. They're coming into Wyoming, and they've asked me to be the tour guide to do a 3-day tour throughout Jackson Hole, Yellowstone, and showing all the cool activities that you can do in winter that isn't the typical downhill skiing, alpine skiing activity. So tomorrow we're gonna head out to Yellowstone and do a safari tour. Hopefully we'll see all sorts of wildlife. So I'm gonna try to vlog during that. No guarantees. I'll do what I can. But we'll be out in Yellowstone all day, and then going to do a sleigh ride at night tomorrow night. So the following day is going to be kind of the funnest day. And again, I'll vlog if I can, but we're going to head out to Turpin Meadows for the day, where we're going to be able to snow machine, Nordic ski, snow bike, and run all in the same day, and then do some winter camping at night. So they're really looking forward to that. So I'll be out doing that. Hopefully I can document as much as I can. I'm not sure what I'll be able to do, since I will be being the one being filmed. It gets a little dicey when you're being filmed. So I'll do what I can. So anyways, I'm gonna head out. Like I said, we've got a 30-minute warm up. I'll take you on the trails, and then we'll get into why I'm doing 1-minute repeats to finish up the workout. So let's head out, get the shoes on, and head out. All right. The pile and stack of shoes. Ski, snow bike, winter snow biking shoes. Alpine and AT skis. And the all-important shoveling boots. The sun. Should be able to get most of this in the sun, so let's hit it. All right, I'm gonna turn up here and we'll hit the trail up here. See, we got all sorts of stuff. Ice now. Getting to the trail. Well, the mountains look socked in, but trails are gonna be nice. Oh, this I can already tell this isn't gonna be good. Not enough foot travel yet, so I'm gonna try over here. Let's try over here. I just don't feel like dealing with post holing right now when I know maybe over here is gonna be good. Let's try it. Yeah, this looks a little bit better. Not great. Not as good as I thought. But at least the sun's out. It's just a warm up. And I'm just gonna take my time around here. Yeah, this isn't great, but sun's out. Yeah, so just being patient on the warm up helps me keep my feet under me. So we're just gonna do kind of a loop right around backside of these houses and come right back around and head over here and do some hills. So let's hit it. It's kind of cool. We got a little coyote track. Kind of came to the fence and I think just jumped over. But they're oftentimes out here just looking for, hunting for food. South end of Jackson Hole. Got Munger Mountain straight ahead. And like I said, this is called South Park, the south end of Jackson Hole. We're just sitting in one big hole, one big valley. And it's such a great day. Coming up here is the north end of the hole, or part of the north end of the hole. Goes much further, Yellowstone's that direction. And I'm coming around and I'm gonna head east, making the loop. Yeah, the mountains are still socked in. Tomorrow's gonna be a bluebird day though. Yeah, so we're headed right down here, and actually the trail got better, so glad I decided to do the whole loop. So up here's a good shot of my access point in the summer for all the trails behind this range. So this is Adams Ridge. You can kind of see the ridge line. There's an access point there right across from home, and then up through the gut in the valley where the trees are, it splits, and there's two trails there that allow me to get back in there and really can run for as long as I need to. Great peak here for a little peak bagging right out the door from home. But this whole trail system is, the trail system's closed in the winter for wildlife closure. So I can't get on this until May 1. Typically the snow's not melted till then anyways, depending on the snow year. Last year it was a little later because we had lots of snow. This year's kind of, I would say, moderately heavy snow, so it'll be interesting to see how early we can get on it. But great thing about Jackson Hole, everything's so accessible. So all right, we're almost to our hill. Let's hit it. All right, we lost our sun. It's getting a little chilly as soon as the sun went down. It's about maybe 12 degrees right now. But here's my hill, just a nice little gradual hill on the bike path, and you can see how my
shoe of choice was what it was. I'm gonna have a little bit of snow, a little bit of hard pavement all the way up. So I'm gonna have to pick my route. I'm probably gonna stay on the dry pavement as much as I can to get as much traction and force as I can. So, all right, so what we're doing today, this is gonna be, about 45-second hill repeat for pure strength. You know, we have all heard, you know, hill repeats are great for strength. So that's really the main purpose. But I wanted to give you a tip on, there's two ways to get speed. Cadence, how many times we strike the ground. We've talked about that in the last few videos. The other way of getting speed is our distance per stride, and we want to mesh two. We want to mesh cadence and distance per stride to improve our speed or develop our speed. So what I have my athletes do on a hill like this, actually the steeper the better, is to really practice getting distance per stride and improving their distance per stride. A lot of athletes are tight in the hip flexors, don't engage their glutes very well, therefore they kind of get closed down at the hip and they don't get good leg extension or opening up at the hip. Okay, and that'll reduce our ability to improve our speed or our distance per stride. Okay, we want to really improve that range of motion, and doing short, fast hill repeats will help with that. They've got to be fast, really get extension with your hip, with your leg, and I'm going to put the camera down and show you. But one drill I have my athletes do is putting their hands behind their head as they run up the hill. And what this does, by putting your arms behind your head, it opens you up, it makes you run tall, it helps you lead with the hips and open up at the hips and get more leg extension and hip extension to improve our distance per stride, okay, as well as the strength of the hill and the workout itself. So I'm gonna warm up, put the camera up there, and I'm gonna demonstrate and get into my workout. So let's go. I'm gonna just feel out. Always do one really conservative just to see where the best track is, especially with it icy. This is gonna be pretty dicey today, so I'm gonna maybe go kind of fartlek style, and yeah, I'm gonna set the camera down here so you can at least demonstrate. All right, I'm gonna demonstrate the arms behind the head. Okay, there you go. So what I'll have my athletes do is do 6, 7, 8 of them with their arms behind their head, practicing it as a drill to really help them open up the hips. And I tell them to be really aware of how this feels. And then they go into their set of regular hill repeats with normal arms and trying to replicate that feeling. And it's that feeling that we can help generate our muscle memory and improve on that form and that leg extension, hip extension for our distance per stride. So, I got me out of breath. Oh, all right, another good day. So I'm gonna head home and finish up down my cool down, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching as always. See ya.